I was so attracted by this project because for me her work is often, I think, about a fulcrum whereby one is galvanised towards an emotional response. What she does so well in her work, the way she uses environment, which is so important in her work, when she pulls together different elements, to actually help you to come to a point where a sense of emotion, but a sense of a realisation through an engagement with the work becomes very, very clear and becomes very much front of mind. And this is what really, I think, made me feel that this was a project that I was very keen to help in whichever way I could. The book features a number of essays. Both of those start to explore the quality of her work and also some interesting details into Anoma's past.
The book has been in development for almost 7 years. I think it crystallises her as a concerned and committed artist. However, for the rest of us who've been involved at various stages of the book, it's been rather fun. She emerged as being an adventurous, courageous young woman. She has been invited to show her work internationally, in London, in Australia, in India. Recently, she was invited to represent women artists in Sotheby's in Hong Kong, a very prestigious exhibition. Her passions and what drives a lot of her work is her concerns and her anxieties about what we do to each other as human beings and what we're doing to the planet that we live on. So that actually becomes the sort of leitmotif behind a lot of the work that she does.
I was mesmerised by her art then. It's so rich and so deep, and I love the way that she manages to combine so many of the social issues and the cultural issues together with very deep knowledge and love for Buddhist theology and German poetry and Romanticism. It's a real honour to be able to have worked with her amongst so many other talented contributors and to try and convey the complexity and the sincerity of her art.
The real task there was really to figure out how can we take this amazing energy Anoma has and we can see in her art and with all the different media from painting to performance, etc. And create a monograph that is going to last for years to come. I found Anoma extremely passionate, and I think her passion is sort of transcends the media she works with. If she works with video or performance or painting, one can always see how her emotions are manifested and expressed in different forms of art, and it's very powerful to see that. This book will be an inspiration for a lot of young creatives to show you can be creative in your entire life, you can evolve, you can change and still be as one with it.
Great art is something that comes to you from your own experience in some sense, which matches with the experience of most of us who have been delving into our own lives and being enriched by the world which we live in. Something that is framed, you know. The experience itself is awfully difficult to communicate. And that is what rich art does, you see, to communicate that which is incommunicable, you know.
I saw her as clearly a powerhouse artist in Sri Lanka, and I felt like I really needed her in the collection. Just her work's extremely powerful and speaks to everyone, and it's not flimsy. It has that kind of substance and strength that people look for, and yet it's materially durable to the eye.
As I come to Anoma's studio and I have that lucky and fortunate position as an art dealer to be going there and seeing the way she works, listening to the music she plays in the background, seeing all the things that trigger her in terms of her art, the poetry on the walls, the images everywhere. It's a real delight. It's a delight, actually, a part of my job that not many people get to see and to witness something like that. Seeing her process and her dedication, and then seeing the art. And for me as a dealer, I need to see both of those things. I need to see a dedicated professional artist who has a vision for their work, and I need to see work that stands alone without knowing anything about the artist. and it really did that. It was a harmonized epiphany that I had in that studio there. And I really encourage you to take this moment to look at that book and take one home, because this is an artist that has been working for so long and has evolved such a mature style that it's great to see it in print.